Yeah,
Remember,
exactly.
he was traveling, so
Check the board. Run the score. Hit his crowd roar. Poly market won't resolve for how many more hours? Wake up, phone jump. Whole day lit, Bitcoin chart green and it fake out flip. Cow she got smoke, Poly market got flames. MGM is sweating when the smart money came. Tip off, puck drop, first pitch heat. New clay court king just crowned the 3 seed. Parlay alive with the leg on the line. One bad tweet got the market doing time. Everybody got tapes, we got receipts. Everybody got locks, we got the keys. Numbers don't sleep, lines don't lie. If the odds start talking, you gon' know why. Check the board. Won the score. Hit his crowd roar. Poly market won't resolve for how many more hours? Hours. No. They got the spark. Coma cut noise. Bread break bread with the sharpest boys. Feature guest weekly. New heat lands. Bread pulled up. Almanac had glands. Bucket got buckets when the shots get poured. Stitch got threads when the takes get scored. Add space? Nah, that's tools in the kit. Stacking up signal, then stitching up fit. Politics jumping, crypto got mood. Mention markets moving off somebody's fuel. Trump says one thing, timeline gets loud. Iran headline got oil in the crowd. From courtside seats to ticker tape parades. We don't chase news, we catch the shape. Game got pressure, market got nerve. Price tells the story before the curve. Who got NBA? gmPM. Who got NHL? gmPM. Who got MLB? gmPM. Who got NFL? gmPM. Crypto? gmPM. Politics? gmPM. Parlays? Receipts? gmPM. Check the board. gmPM. Run the score. gmPM. Crowd loud, odds louder. gmPM. Markets move by the hour. gmPM. Stats in the morning. gmPM. Chaos by noon. gmPM. If it moves, we move. gmPM. You know the tune. Sports markets headlines. Receipts. Dave Comerbrag. gmPM.
Boy, we got a full ass house today. Why am I getting reverb? I don't know, but it is what it is. What's up, guys? Welcome to gmPM. We got some special guests with us. Look at this. We got late minute guests with us over here. We're going to be talking so much shit. Everybody, I'm sure, came for apologies from me because I told them this is literally, you're only going to get it in this 60 minutes. So if you're owed one, this is now your time. We do the comment. Obviously, that's why Ben's here. He's coming to claim the apology, which I get. But, guys, we have a crazy, crazy show. We got a lot to get through in 60 minutes. There was just absolute insanity yesterday. And then by the time we get to the end of the show, we're going to sprinkle in a little something different. I would say for the ladies, but Love Island is apparently on the prediction market side for the dudes. Wait till I rattle you off the statistics. But let's go around, say what's up to the boys, and then we will say hello to our special guests. Como, what's good, bro?
Hello. Wow, what a crazy weekend. So many freaking games, and it was really hard to keep up. But overall, yeah, we need these shows more often, man. There's just too much to pack in one episode. So many games, but as the World Cup is kind of winding down, I'm sure this cadence is good. But yeah, what a crazy game! Like Morocco, Brazil, Norway. I could just name off all these teams. But yeah, there's some really big games coming up as well, like USA versus Belgium and the red card controversy. Yeah, so many things to talk about. But yeah, super excited about the start of this week.
Let's go. Love it. Bread, what's good, bro? You surviving the New York heat or what, bro?
Barely, bro. I feel like it finally broke, man. It's this humidity. I've played shit this week. Heading home tomorrow, but this week I played 96 holes of swamp golf.
Must be nice.
And bro, it has been yeah, man. Everything's wet here. I don't get it, but
imagine playing
excited.
soccer.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
sure. It'll flop around for a while, It's no, excited for the show today. Excited for tonight's games. Excited, excited to get this thing cooking.
Let's go, bro. Good. It's good to have you. Let's say hello to our guest, Moni. What's up? Welcome. It's great to have you on the show. What's cooking?
I'm good. I'm a little sad to be nice to Mexico today. I'm a little sad we lost, but I'm excited for everything with the World Cup, and I'm excited to talk about Love Island later.
Let's go. And guys, it just so happens that these two are from opposing sides. And you will hear Ben in just a second. Monica, the Mexican side. Ben's going to obviously take, I don't know how many, just forewarning, guys. I don't know how many victory laps he's going to take, but I'm going to cut him off at some fucking point. I don't know what that is. But Ben, thank you for joining, sir. What's up?
Thank you for inviting me along, Dave. And Monica, commiserations. You guys played very well. It was a great, great game. And what can I say? If the shoe was on the other foot, which it very well could have been, I would be very, very disappointed right now. And so, well played to Mexico. I thought it was amazing.
Thank you.
But Dave, you cannot be up in my comments calling my team old men, saying that we were washed out and done in and finished and expect to get away with it this morning. I told you, and Monica, maybe close your ears. I told you, technically, we were far superior, but the occasion was going to be the difficult thing. And if England played the game rather than played the occasion, we would be fine. I told you it. I didn't doubt it for a minute. It came to pass. So I'm waiting for one little word from you, and then we can carry on and have a wonderful show here.
Okay. All right. Listen. Ben, I don't know. Your mic. I don't know why I'm getting reverb from you.
My bad. I'll put my my roadcaster on.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Here it is. Officially. All the English fans. Yes, I was talking a lot of smack on the timeline. I genuinely believed it, but your squad showed up yesterday. Do I think Mexico is the better team? I can't even imagine how they didn't win is crazy, but I don't want to divert from the apology. Yes, I talk a lot of smack, but at the end of the day, I will eat this crow because, hats off, man. Bellingham, 2 goals in 100 seconds is crazy. Harry Kane single-handedly put it away, but then gave it back to us and gave us a chance and opened up the door, but they played great. They genuinely did play great. So to all you English fans, from me to you, from one dickhead of an American, I apologize. Okay, we'll see how. Yeah,
accepted.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
No worries. It's a great with some game. I would say this, right? For any neutral or any neutral, any English person, any Mexican, I imagine.
Yeah.
I can't remember a more exciting, exhilarating game of football in my entire life. It was absolutely mad. It had everything. It had goals. It had, almost equalizers. It had penalties. It had red cards. Sorry. It had. It was just total cinema for 90 minutes, and 101 minutes in the end. Actually, it was just the most bonkers game of football ever, and I feel super proud that England managed. There was a real sense of game management. England of the last 10 years probably would have fallen away at that in that game. But Tuchel, our manager at the moment, he just. I mean, we played about 4 formations. We had different subs coming on at different. Once the red card happened with Kwanzaa, taking Saka off, who had played so well, he kind of sacrificed him, but it ended up being such an amazing thing. Dan Burn, which I don't know how familiar you guys are with, kind of not the usual starting 11, but Dan Burn, who came on at centre back, for the last 29 minutes and made 7 blocks, it was heroic. The guy was just throwing his body at the line. It was amazing. I am so proud of England, but I am also just quite honoured to be a fan of a team that participated in such an insanely. And also I will just final point. and I'll say it, but hopefully makes Monica feel a little bit better. That stadium is like, I've been to Galatasaray in Turkey. I've been and watched football in the Bundesliga for clubs like Hamburg and Cologne, and I've seen insane fans in a cauldron of a stadium. I've never seen anything like that last night. That was wild.
I have to say how proud I was of Mexicans. I was a little nervous, but they were so gracious to the Brits. They were truly, everybody was saying all the rumors. They were saying like there was noise outside for like all night. There was only noise outside, by the way, for 15 minutes. They were able to move everybody away. So I think there was so much misinformation about how I saw somebody post, "Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm going in. I'm this woman just saying, I'm seeing so much security. I'm just gonna get killed." And then she came out. She's like, "It was the best experience ever. Everybody was so wonderful." They then celebrated with the British fans.
It looked like
amazing.
a full carnival. That's what it looked like.
But it was so fun. So fun.
It was whistle to whistle, right? Like from start to the end, because and look, this is a prediction market focused show, and I'm sure Coma has a great come up story from yesterday too. But like I'm looking at the lines, right, and I'm trading on the DG3 terminal, and I'm like, okay, the over 4.5 is going to hits, right? There was never a moment that you didn't think that like a goal was going to be possible. I got a little caught up in the hype, but Coma, like, tell me about yesterday. Like, I mean, that was the game we were waiting for, right? Like the games before that, we were like, what the fuck is going on? France 1-0. This isn't supposed to go down like this. But yesterday was like, for the predictors, it's like salvation. Talk to me, bro. How was it for you?
Yeah, let me just first call out Dave, because he was so cocky before the pregame. He was talking about how Mexico was going to beat England. You guys don't understand the narrative. What the hell are you talking about, Coma? You don't know what you're talking about. And I literally had to like kind of, bring him down to reality. Like he just would not listen. He just said, look, it's playing in Mexico. It's playing in Azteca. They've never lost, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, bro, look at the stats. Who have they played in Azteca? The reality is most of the people that played, best ranking was Ecuador. And Ecuador has been pretty bad lately. And sure, they may have been undefeated, but they were playing against a lot of CONCACAF teams. So, and not named like Argentina or Colombia at the Azteca. So yeah, I mean the stats don't lie. England wasn't playing their best either, to be honest, but it is England. They have a lot of star-studded players. And I told them, look, it's not a Mexico shoe-in as you think it is, just because they've been undefeated in this like high elevated blah 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 blah. So I just told them, like, hey, just be careful. I don't think Mexico is gonna win. And you're like, Goma, you don't understand the narrative. This is the World Cup. It's in Mexico. I just started doing prediction markets recently, so I'm an expert now. So you better listen to me. It's basically what I got, and I said, okay, cool. But I mean, I did the over 1.5. I was a little scared, to be honest, because England, they play so slow. But yesterday was one of those days where I don't know if it's the weather delay or if just Mexico decided not to park the bus. There was a lot more goals. But usually, Dave and Benjamin probably can chime in, anyone that plays against England, they're very scared, and justifiably so, because there's just so much rich talent. They usually do some type of low block, aka parking the bus. They wait for the first half to end, and then maybe around the 60th, 70th minute, they could do one counterattack, score 1-0, and then win the game, or they just wait until extra time and then go to PK. So like we've seen that before, right, Dave, where a lot of these lesser teams like Paraguay or whatever, they beat Germany because they beat them in PKs. So yeah, overall, what a great game. I'm glad that Mexico actually like fought with their style versus like going back to an away where it's like, hey, this is a better team. Let's not do anything and let's not play the Mexican style and just park the bus. So, but yeah, overall, a very entertaining game to watch.
Yeah, it was so crazy. Ben, do you actually are you trading on the prediction markets as well? Like, are you?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I have a points only free to play prediction market that I also run, but I'm not here to shill, so like don't worry about that too much. You can see it in my bio. But yeah, I'm playing around with it. I have a few rules that don't allow me to. Oh, sorry, my dogs are barking. I have a few rules that don't allow me to go in too heavy with kind of like crazy bets when it comes to teams I support. I'm a bit superstitious on it, but so last night, rather than messing around and coming up with all kinds of different like prediction permutations, I just went in with England to qualify, and I went with size because I was honestly very confident, and I think to kind of touch on what Como was saying, and perhaps England don't get enough credit for it, but we have gears that we can go through, like the level of intensity that we play at for the entire season in the Premier League, or if our players play around Europe, and then European competition nights like Champions League and all of that kind of stuff. These evenings, they kind of condition you to be a bigger team player. This is why Italy, it's a real sad tournament without them here, in my opinion, but they've kind of fallen away so much. But this is why clubs like Italy do so well in knockout football, is because their teams, typically they've got like a big 6-7 teams that make up their entire squad, and those teams every year are going deep into European competition, which is all about like knockout game management, etc. So I agree, but I also agree, totally refreshing to see a team like Mexico, who player for player you would not say were kind of like, technically going to stand up to them, but they had their style of play and they went at it, and I thought that was what made it really, really refreshing. And I have been really, really disappointed in teams like Paraguay for turning up and being like, we're going to park the bus and see what we can do against Germany. Oh, we pulled it off. Now we're going to try and do it against France. Like, there's only so far you can go with that until the world just turns around and says, do you know what, man? Like, we're playing different sports. Like, we don't want that here. Get out of here. So I was delighted the other night when France pulled off their penalty victory 1-0, because it kind of, and what you'll find is France versus Morocco will be insane. It'll be a great game because the two teams will go at each other. And I think England are probably a little bit guilty of being brought to a level at times. And so versus Ghana, versus Panama, it was a little bit difficult to watch because we kind of found ourselves being brought down to the level of the football that was being given to us, as opposed to rising to an occasion. And Mexico just set up such an occasion yesterday that the team just delivered. It was amazing.
Yeah. I also think that for me, one of the exciting parts, like looking forward for Mexico, is that there's so many young players that I hope they get recruited to some of these bigger teams.
Oh,
right?
wow. Like a generation of young people that would just looking at that team. And yeah.
So this is really exciting for Mexico looking forward. So anyway, I think it's such a great recruitment.
Yeah, sorry to interrupt you, but Mexico has such football heritage. And some great players over the years, and like some amazing, I think of like USA '94, the tournament when Campos was in goal with his crazy jersey, and like Chicharito from 15 years ago and stuff. Like, there are some really, really incredible Mexican players of old, and I've scratched the surface there really in terms of some of the amazing players that have come out of Mexico. And I think if they've suffered with falling a bit flat for the last couple, maybe 10 years, that will definitely give them the lift that they needed. And I thought they played tremendously in like the group stage, 9 points, clean sheet. Like, they took Ecuador to task. I thought, they played. I'll be honest, I was nervous. I was nervous as hell. I tried to do was I tried to remove emotion from it all and be like, if these players come and play their game, England should win. And I kept telling myself that.
Don't tell me that you weren't shitting your pants for the last 30
it was absolutely
minutes when that red card was there. Like, every single cross into that box, it was like, oh my God.
And when they in the last minute, I think with almost the last kick of the game, it just went wide of the right hand post. Like, so marginal.
You know what it is too? Como, you know what it is also, Como? Is I was jaded now because of the shit that happened with freaking Brazil, right? And that last second, like, penalty, like, I had a position.
Morocco.
Yeah, and Morocco. I had a position, right? Like, I started buying the over 5.5. I got a little crazy. Remember what Ramit said here on the first. I won the 4.5, 5.5. I went in. I was like, I got the winnings. I think it's gonna hit. It was a little bad bankroll management. I should have done better, but I got jaded, Coma, right? Like, I was like, oh my God, it's happened with the Neymar. I'm waiting to see the God candle on the chart, like, of like 9, 15, 30, 40, 90 cents. It didn't happen, Coma.
What you're starting to see now, Dave, just to come back to the question about prediction markets, and I'll bring you back on. And I'm really sorry, I'm going to have to drop in like 5 minutes.
You're good.
So apologies. But what you're starting to see now, though, is the better coaching. So you've had incredible players throughout, but what you're going to start to see soon is like, I would expect fewer last-minute craziness, like goals, as we get into this last little bit now, because you're going to find people say, well, actually, I might be talking out my arse here for a minute, but I think what I'm trying to say is it will feel a little bit less frenetic. I think, you start to see like Spain, for example, versus Portugal tonight. I see loads of people on the timeline saying that Portugal are going to pull off something crazy. I'm telling you right now, if we're talking possession-based football, Spain will not give Portugal an opportunity to win this game tonight.
You know that England now, by the way, on Polymarket and Calciad, they jumped up after yesterday's win. They are now above, like, favorite to win. They're at 13.5%, 14%, where the Spaniards are at like 12%, by the way. So that was a big win for the English squad right now.
I think the kind of statisticians will be looking at all of that and thinking, from the side of the pool that we're on now, really, I think you'd be mad to undersell Norway based on the performance we saw last night. But still, I think everyone will be saying it's probably out of England and Argentina now to get to the final. That's what most people will like. You know, the people who kind of just casually look and say, "Oh, well, that team and that team and that." Yeah, it's never going to be like that. I think Egypt will give Argentina a hell of a game. I think Norway and Haaland particularly are going to give England a sorry time this weekend.
Y'all better be worried. That Viking is going to come, bro. That Viking is going to come.
But I think that the assumption is England or Argentina meets France or Spain. I think if everything goes as it ought to go, but it never does.
I gotta push back on Benjamin about the Paraguay thing versus like Mexico comparison, just because Paraguay, like, that's just how they play. I don't know if you've been watching them in the group stages, but they've always been they've been the low block team from day one.
Yeah,
and that's their identity. The only issue I have with teams like actually no, not issue, but the one team that really irritated me was the Netherlands, because the Netherlands was so good in the knockout stages playing offensive football, and then they played against Morocco and they decided to just do a low block for whatever reason.
Netherlands have got a mental block at the moment around knockout football. If you look at their knockout football of late, it's been painful to watch.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I really commend Mexico, because imagine playing a certain style your first 3 games and doing amazing, and then suddenly just not trying to score, you know, and not trying to win and just trying to get to PKs. Like, they had a lot. I knew maybe it's because they were playing in Mexico, playing in front of the Mexican crowd. Like, if you play a low block style in front of your crowd like that, you're gonna get
Mexico would have been crucified.
Whistles, everything.
Like
so I'm glad that Mexico played like left and lost with their style versus like playing a certain style that just like doesn't suit their like players at all. You know what I mean?
I doubt there's a single Mexican that can look at that team today and say, I'm ashamed of the way that went. I think everyone has to say, incredible game of football, incredible like cinema, story, whatever. Probably best team. Kind of, well, I can't even say best team, because if you look at all the statistics, goal, like shots on target, possession, like Mexico had everything because everything was in their favor and they should have, and England did what they should have done, which is they managed a game to perfection. To be honest, it was pretty insane.
It was nuts. And Ben, I know you got to go in a couple. So before we even get to like the next game, I want to chat about really quickly. Just want to get your take also on the Balogun craziness. Obviously, the red card overturn, or not even the overturn, the extension, the 1-year postponement.
I've got
him playing tonight.
I've got a post that's currently live on my account, which anyone who's not following me, it's at Hello Ben White. And it's done like 182,000 views or something. I posted it this morning, which is basically where I read out the statement that UEFA had made. I don't know if you saw that, but UEFA, which is the governing body for European football, has basically said, we're outraged that this could have happened. Okay, and I have a similar stance, but here's what I want to be very, very clear on, because I think a lot of American folks have taken this as an attack on America or USA and Balogun, and it's not at all. It was never a red card, should never have been a red card. We shouldn't even be having the fucking conversation, if you excuse my French. We should not be talking about this at all because it should have been dealt with on the pitch on the day. Like, it was never, ever a red card. But at the end of the game, it all got given in the sense that, like, a red card was the result, and the call was made, and now the what happens is a 1-match suspension. And now for some reason we've kind of like, it feels like a special congress has been called in like the back channels, which has come forward and allowed them to suspend that sentence. And I don't mind that he plays, because he should play, because he's been probably one of the players of the tournament for
But it sets a bad precedent.
But it sets it, because where did it come from?
It came from the Ronaldo, right? Like, there were some other precedents that happened before. Star preference treatment precedent is what it's called. Probably they should just rename it that, because with one game to go, exactly. He got to play.
Completely. With one game to go in qualifying, Ronaldo picked up a red card, which would have meant he missed the first 2 matches of the World Cup, so they suspended it because Ronaldo has to play at the World Cup because Gianni's his best pal. The problem we have here is you cannot govern a sport like football or soccer, how you want to call it. You cannot govern a sport if you have the ability for people to apply pressure to other people to get something done, because you need the right players on the pitch at any given time. The beauty of football, is that football is fluid. It's about the suspensions. Like, you know, we've already lost 2 right backs. England have. Tino Livramento got sent home before the tournament even started, and Reece James got injured. So Jarell Quansah is our 3rd choice right back, and now he's suspended for Saturday. We're going to have to manage that. That's what football is. You manage these situations and these moments, and it kind of feels a little bit like America have been given a bit of a pass through no fault of their own. Not Balogun's fault, and I hope the USA qualified tonight against Belgium, because I'm sick of watching Belgium.
I honestly hope that Quansah gets his red card like suspended too, because why not at this point? Who cares?
At this point, they should like.
I know, but then where are we? Where are we then? We're in a position where everyone gets sent off and everyone gets rescinded.
But what's the process now, though, guys? Like, what's the process? Because I saw the Belgian Federation filed an official appeal.
I tell you now. If Balogun plays and scores, it will bring the whole tournament into disrepute. It would be like AFCON, where Senegal and Egypt are still, or is it
Morocco?
Senegal and Morocco are still fucking, excuse my language again, are still arguing over who's in charge. I think Senegal have got the trophy in like an army barracks in Senegal. They refuse to give it back. It's crazy. I just think I'm Team USA tonight. I think Balogun is Balogun is a great talent, and I love watching him play football. And I actually really enjoyed watching United States play football. So much energy, so much athleticism, so much technically better than they've ever been.
I just wish Trump
would exactly like if do you know what, if he tweet. Dude, if he hadn't of, we wouldn't even be having the same conversation.
I don't think so. I don't think so, because everyone. Moni, sorry, go ahead. When I know you like chime in, like, what do you like? But like, what happens now? Like, yes, what we want to see happen is probably never what is going to happen. Balogun's going to play. I highly doubt they're going to overturn anybody else's thing to like make it even. I think this is just one of those things where it's yes, it does set a bad precedent, but it's also like people's memories are like, whatever.
That's what I was going to say, that unless it's like a hand of God Maradona, like no one's going to really remember this 20 years, 25 years from now. You know?
No, they'll be talking about England, Mexico.
That's true, actually.
So true, yeah.
Anyway, guys, I'm so sorry I have to bounce, but it was so good. Thank you for having me up. I'd love to come back another time. It sounds like a great show you guys are running here.
This was way more friendlier than I expected. I wanted the Mexico,
chill
England,
out.
like,
You guys got a
We're buddies. We love it.
I tell you what, football won yesterday, regardless of the result. It was an amazing match for any neutral watching that essay. If that was your introduction to football, my God, what an introduction. So, Monica, condolences again, but very, very gracious. And I thought you guys were brilliant. And thank you for having me on today.
Thanks, man.
Cheers, guys.
Coma, what the fuck, bro? Like, you gotta have my back, homie. What kind of shit is this?
About what? You mean
About
you
calling him out,
You know
about
how
you.
you were telling me that everyone was wrong and I am right.
No. I was just making my case because you guys were like, "What superstars do they have?" Maybe it wasn't you. I think it was somebody else in the chat. And I'm like, "It's
I
not
was
just
not
about
in that
superstars."
chat. Was I in that chat?
No. This is the degenerate prediction market chat.
Moni is
Okay.
not a degenerate. That's the thing.
I'm
we
not
want
a
to save her from her,
degenerate.
from
Moni's
us.
scalping Poly Market for like $50 at a clip. Like she's getting rich out of it. I don't even know. Brett, I know we were chatting. Everyone was trying to get a word in, bro. But give me your take on all this stuff, man. What's cooking?
Yeah, man, that game was incredible. I'm just glad it actually happened too, right? Because of that rain delay that we had. It was kind of my whole family's here. I'm at my folks' place still, and like we all like gathered around the living room, ready to watch the game, and like rain delay. Like, well, now what do we do? And it was like questionable for a minute on how long that delay was going to be. They pushed it
Can we
an
talk
hour.
about that Poly Market, by the way? Like, because that was, and I think I saw Coma talking about it. Maybe you talking about it too, but it was like, it went from 100% to 5% to up to 100%. And I'm like, what happened?
Bro, I hate
I
Poly Market sometimes.
Dude, I did not
the
put
rules,
any money.
Man.
No money on that market. I was watching it and I was like, ooh, and I'm just watching the volatility. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be poor today. I will save my money.
No, because the what happened was they knew that at Azteca at the scheduled game time there was going to be a delay, so they were saying, "Hey, why don't we just push the game up so we don't have a delay?" And England refused because it messes with their rhythm. The weather's hotter. Like it's very advantageous.
Mexico, by the way, Mexico refused too.
Mexico
both
also
teams said
refused.
no.
Okay.
Yeah, Mexico said we need that time. That is not acceptable.
But
both
it did.
teams
Was it an
actually
hour?
said no.
Was it?
No, they were going to do it by.
No,
but at first they were going to move it up to 1 p.m.
Up. Right.
Yeah.
What was
And
the final
then they
result?
delayed it by an hour.
So they delayed it by an hour. But the
Got it.
thing is, I didn't know if something being delayed by an hour is considered a game being rescheduled officially. You know what I mean? Like there's that wording that is very subjective where it's like, hey, we're still scheduled for this time, but it got delayed. So does that mean it's actually rescheduled, or does it mean it's just delayed, or does it mean both? And like Poly Market, of course, doesn't have clarification around the rules. So I just said, all right, whatever. Even if it's at 2 cents, I know that it's gonna get delayed. I just don't know if it's going to be considered a reschedule, So I just left it alone. But damn.
Yeah.
But it's the second time a Mexico game was delayed because of the weather. So that had, right? It was the second time that it was delayed by an hour.
Yeah. So I did read the rules. It was tricky. Yeah.
Did Poly or Yuma resolution source? I mean, did they clarify? Like, is a reschedule like a full 24 hours, or was
so
that
it
game?
It said is officially rescheduled to begin on July 5th, at least 59 minutes earlier or later than its original scheduled start time. So technically a delay would cause a reschedule. But again, the wording is always confusing to me. And I was like, not sure.
There's a business idea here, by the way. Just a quick side note, like interpretation of the rules, but like quicker interpretation of the rules. Right, where it's just like, I don't know what to push. All these other builders that are building on top of Poly Market, where do I go see the rules? Some of them don't even have it unless you're directly on Poly Market. Then you got to read the rules. How about a quick summary where it's just like, bing, 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 bing. Yes, 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 yes. No, 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 no. These are all the scenarios. Somebody
if you get it wrong, though, you're going to get sued the crap out of by these people.
No, terms and conditions. Click a box. You're fine.
Or do it as an X thing and just say, this is how we interpret.
Not financial advice.
Not financial advice.
Imagine an NFA DYOR
around everywhere. Just say not financial
advice. Hey, I have a question for you guys. Were there any prediction markets on Vocina being hired? He's now going to play for Miami. Have there been any markets on players going or being recruited?
Vozinho, like I watched his homecoming in Cape Verde, and it was actually so heartwarming.
So now he's going to Inter Miami. He was hired by Inter Miami. So
I mean, talk about a story. I mean, he's like the darling story of World Cup, right? Like, we saw great stuff, but like that's what sports is, and man, it was. I mean, it's a great story. Like the Instagram growth, the recognition, and he single-handedly kept that game alive, like with the saves on Messi. So It's just, yeah, we've gotten for the last few. There have been a couple games on and off, but like games like last night and games like that one like make up for it like tenfold. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like we're watching good shit. Yeah,
I forgot to mention to our English friend across the pond there. Yeah, England, carries on, right? But did you see after the game, one of their best players broke his arm. So snapped it.
Fell.
Straight, like you could see it hit the ground and just.
I wouldn't consider him their best player, but yeah, he did break his arm.
Yeah, dude.
God.
Like
that's like.
But you know what? I think it was the
player.
rain. I think because it was so wet, I don't think he realized that it was. So I mean, they should have better told players, right? Like to be careful, because I do. I mean, I'm not blaming anybody, but
Moni,
I do think.
You know who prepared for this? You know who prepared for this? The Norwegians. They just sit on the floor and they row.
I
Can't get
don't
hurt.
tell England, but and you guys may disagree, but I think Norway could win. I think
I'm 100% picking Norway over and maybe as a revenge pick also. So like I might not, but like actually put the money on that one. Yeah, but I like.
But they're
Norway,
also
man.
super humble, right? They said they were not sure they could lose. They could win against Brazil. Like they're not arrogant. They're not like they're coming in super humble, and I think that helps them too. By the way.
Yeah, and Holland doesn't even like he does, bro. It's like he barely touches the ball, but when he does, it's chances are that ball's gonna find its way to the back of the net, and it did so yesterday twice. Holland so far, bro. I mean, I get it. Everyone's knotted up at the top with 7, right? Like you have Holland, Mbappe, Messi. Like to me, he's the one that's really been carried. Like, yes, Messi been doing great, Mbappe, France, and whatever. If I had to put a front runner, I'm going Holland at this point, man, for the Ballon d'Or. I don't know about you guys.
Me too.
Yeah. Well, and he's a crowd favorite too. I mean, and he's hilarious. Like watching some of his streams and some of his clips and stuff that he's been posting. Like he seems like an awesome dude. That how can you dislike that guy? You know what I mean?
Hang out with him. I want to hang out,
bro.
With
and he's
Holland.
like in hockey, he would be considered, like serious enforcer. You know what I mean? I mean, he is just plowing through players, keeping possession, scoring. I mean, he's such a good player. I'm excited to watch him play again. Yeah, for sure.
Same. And he got 2, like for those that had like parlay slips with Holland 2+ goals. I mean, this guy just keeps delivering, bro. It's like he's like a lock for 2 goals every game. Okay, let's keep this going because I want to talk about the games that are today. I want to get picks from you guys. Spain, Portugal, obviously is going to be a crazy game. Coma, talk to me. What's your take on Spain, Portugal? Who comes out on top? England now above Spain, by the way. Obviously, after that win yesterday to win the whole thing, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah. No. Who's playing today? USA versus Belgium and Portugal and Spain.
Yep.
My heart says Portugal. My brain says Spain. I want Ronaldo to keep playing. This is his last World Cup, so
yeah.
I feel like we might see him cry today, right?
Yeah.
He might cry today.
He might cry
today. Yeah. Either way, win or lose, he's gonna cry today. But I know Ben was saying that no shot in hell Portugal will beat Spain, and I do agree. Like 80, I'd say like 80-20, 90-10 that Spain should win. They haven't given up a goal.
I saw that this morning.
World Cup.
Crazy.
Yeah, and so reality is that Spain should win. I would just love to see Portugal like snag it, but yeah, I say Spain. They just unless they prove me wrong, I'm always gonna say Spain. And then the USA Belgium, I'll go with USA because hey, if President Trump can get Balogun to play, I'm pretty sure he could make some other calls too to have USA win. There's no way we could have 3 host nations eliminated at the same time, and of course it has to be the USA that goes through. So you know.
But so questions. First half, who scores or who's the first to score?
I don't know. Those are so hard to.
I never play that. That's literally like the coin toss.
Wow, maybe Moni is the most DJ out of all.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, first to score. I never touch those right at all. Like the first thing that I'm looking at when I'm pulling up the terminal is like, what's the like over half a goal? Over what are the 1.5s, 2.5s, 3.5s? Like where are the levels? Right. But yeah, I mean that first to score. God damn,
dude, that stuff's so hard. Those bets are insane. Yeah. Anything first half in soccer is you might as well flip a coin and It's
I
same
could
with
tell
like the
Moni's a slot
corners.
girl. Like she probably just goes to the casinos and is trying to get
No.
anyone
You
that
know,
plays
she-
first to score.
Bro, she's looking for the edge from us over here, bro. She's
I
got all that quality
know.
market money
For
now
my
that's coming in.
$5.
Yeah.
She needs her $5 to turn into $1 million. You know that kind of scenario.
Yeah.
As long as
Moni,
he posts
Spain-
about it with screenshots.
Yeah. Moni, Spain or Portugal today? What do you say? Who are you going with?
Spain. I love
Spaniards, huh?
Portugal. I really wish they would have. I just think Spain has a stronger team.
Fair enough, Brad. Spain, Portugal?
Yeah, Spain, for sure. Portugal. I mean, like again, like it'd be nice to see Ronaldo make it all the way in his last cup, right?
Yeah.
But I'd rather watch him cry and get paid out on that bet that I placed earlier this month.
We also know the Simpsons were wrong, right? Because Mexico's already
That's
out.
right.
That's right.
Exactly. The Simpsons almanac is not always correct. Okay, and I'm assuming we're all on the USA bus for tonight. Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We're pretty much all on that same bus.
100%.
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I hope they get far because it's sad to see all three host countries out.
It's gonna be really interesting to see how it goes down. Like what's gonna transpire between now and 4 p.m. Is the US game at 4? I think that's at 8. I think the Spain Portugal game is first at 4. But it's gonna be really interesting to see what transpires over the next like 5, 6, 7 hours, and like because they have to make these decisions in real time now, right? Like who's gonna play? Do we overturn it? Do we bench him? Do we not? Is there a play here on, because that market I'm assuming is still live until game time, right? The one where it was like, oh, is he going to be reinstated? And by the way, Dave Portnoy, as much as we shat on fucking Stool Prez last episode, okay, like Stool Mush literally had the alpha like 2 hours before from like sources, and he posted on Twitter. I saw. So
I'm so mad
we
at
missed
you,
that
Dave.
one.
The other
bro.
you, Dave. Like of all people, I feel like you would be the one that
I
is
know.
like watching his
I know.
tweets and
I know.
trying to make sure to get him to respond to us or whatever. And you didn't share the alpha with us. I woke up a
know,
little
bro.
too late. I didn't see this, but it was like mine, like
Yeah.
6 a.m., 7 a.m. But
Yeah,
I
I didn't
wish
put
you
it
just
together.
told. I thought you had noties on him.
But wait, let me ask you. So like now, I think it's at like 94% that he does play. Do you think there is a scenario in which FIFA overturns this and goes back on that decision?
I don't think so. I mean, even if
Right.
they appeal, how can they stop the play? Stop it now, right?
Yeah.
it's good. It's a process.
Yeah, I think Infantino's literally just telling everybody, listen, motherfucker. I mean, don't forget also, by the way, this was the first time in FIFA history that they gave Trump a peace prize, like a football peace prize. Like, first ever happened. I don't know where it came from or why it happened, but they gave Trump a peace prize. So when the president of the United States calls you up, he's the host nation. He's the reason why you're doing 12.6 billion in revenue, literally 100% more revenue than you did 4 years ago. Maybe your hands are tied. Maybe you're just like, I don't give a fuck. This isn't worth it for me. Like fucking overturn it, extend it, whatever. This guy's playing. I don't know.
You know what the beauty of this is though, is that it happens every 4 years. So it's not like next year people are gonna bring this up.
Yeah.
People are gonna forget
Exactly.
about it.
No, I saw
Bro.
somebody tweeted that what USA should do is just bench him anyway and then still win, as kind of a slap in the face to all the Belgium haters right now that are calling it. You know, it's like, yeah,
I mean,
no, I
I
don't think
saw
that's
this.
like the play there at all.
No.
You know,
I
if he's
saw
in,
this.
he should be
I saw
playing.
Deebs from Bubble Maps post this, and I was like, this is the most American take ever. And to think that you're just gonna bench your
Yeah.
star player and still win is like so American and so cocky, in my opinion. And like even Alexi Lawless against Turkey was like, we're starting our bench players, our second stringers, and we're still gonna win because that's the American way to do it. I'm like, what are you talking about?
American delusion, bro. Sometimes.
Yeah,
Now
it's like
we
just because you're
understand.
American doesn't mean you're all like every single player is better than the other person on the other team. Like, be realistic.
Hydration
like,
breaks should be sponsored by Budweiser, you know, for the game
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
Or
Well, they
Ozempic.
actually are out
Yeah.
Telemundo, by the way.
Bro, you want to hear the most American take? Did you guys see a Camel Row? He's like, if you're rooting for England on 4th of July weekend and you're American, fuck you. Like, I never want to talk. I was like, God damn. He went full like patriot mode. I was like, all right, listen, people feel the way they feel out here, you know? It is what it
That
is.
was actually pretty impressive. Pure rage bait, and he got plenty of views.
Yeah.
He knows what he's
Yeah. Super interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah, tournament's obviously heating up. Things are going to get crazy. 2 games today. And then we have Argentina Egypt. Oh, Ben was like, oh, Egypt, they're going to give Argentina a run for their money. Really? Really?
Ooh, I don't think so.
It's not
I
Morocco.
don't think so.
I think
Actually-
Argentina will dominate this one. But
Yeah.
a lot of people said the same thing with Cape Verde. But I've seen Egypt play. They're really good offensively, but defensively, they are just very open. I don't know. I see like a 2-0, maybe 3-1 kind of thing.
Okay, here's what I want. Like, shift for 1 second from Argentina, Egypt, France, Morocco. Okay,
Rematch.
Rematch. Don't forget, we had our bets like weeks ago. We bought Morocco at like 1.3 cents or something like that. They get no love, right? Like after smashing Canada, whatever, it's fine. We're up to like 3% now. If the number one, I want to ask the first question I want to ask: is France insanely overpriced here at like 35 or 36 cents, bro? Like the market crazy overreacted. That market hit 50% at one point, which I thought was crazy, right? I get it, they're playing, but you still have all of these like different teams in the mix. And we'll go around the horn on this one. Coma, number one, do you think France is like overvalued at 34, 35 cents? And what kind of shot are you giving my Atlas Lions, MFN?
Yes, they are overvalued because anybody couldn't win. I mean, England's at 14 cents, so just context for everything about France being 32. I think Morocco has a decent shot. I give them like a 30-40% chance. They are the the AFCON using the government support champions, but at the end of the day, like they can't use their government support. So I still think France is gonna win because I mean obviously they're the favorite, but I still give Morocco a decent shot. They're very good. They're a very good team. I'm concerned about their striker leaving early in that game. You know what is his name? Like
Yeah,
I forgot his name. Starts with an S, but yeah, he left early, which was kind of concerning. But the other guy actually did pretty well, Ahmad. So I'd be pretty. I think it might be one of those PK scenarios again, and then the winner will be decided on PKs. Is my hot take.
Where does Morocco? That would be upset city, right? Like that would literally upend this entire. Like I mean, that would upend everything, right? With France out, where does Morocco go from 2.9 or 3 cents if they beat France? Where do you think they go? How high do those chances shoot? 20?
Oh man, I could see
15?
like 13 cents, 15 cents probably.
Yeah,
that's my guess. Like around half of what France is. Yeah.
I like that. Okay, good. Moni, you rolling with the Moroccans or are you rolling with the French?
France wins, and I think I think they've been holding back because they knew that they had to, bring it all for the next round. So yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Sorry.
Brett?
Sorry.
It's all good. It's fine. I'm used to riding solo. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
I mean, as much as I'd like to see Morocco win, I don't think that they will against France.
Support your bets. What the hell? Support your bets.
I'm supporting. I saw a tweet. Somebody said Mbappe looks like a Ninja Turtle, and I haven't been able to stop.
Oh my god, he does.
And,
he does look like Donatello.
yeah.
Oh
and
my
so
god, that's it.
I'm rooting for the Ninja Turtles, man.
All right. Shout out to the Ninja Turtles. He does
Now
look
I
like a
understood
Ninja
why
Turtle.
people were wearing Ninja Turtle outfits. I did not understand it. Now I get it.
I see it now. Like his face literally just appeared in my mind, and I'm just like, oh my god, I get it. Yeah, he does look like.
I think it's funnier with him in that like dictator uniform.
Dude, do you notice, by the way, the French have their like fancy like haute couture fucking jersey. They have like white collars on their jerseys. And I'm like, this is fancy. I'm like, nobody else has these like fancy, like very high fashion. I mean, I guess they're French.
I wish you guys understood Spanish because the commentator for the Norwegian game was like, did they make those shirts on their biking boat? Because the numbers look so weird. I laugh so much at their stupid commentary.
No, I don't think they're not gonna take the cup. I still believe very much so that France will not take the cup, but I think that.
Oh really? I think France.
Me too. See, I think they can. I don't think they will be the winner. I don't think it's gonna be a France-Argentina final. I mean, look, as much as I shat on the English squad, if you guys remember 4 or 5 episodes ago, I was like, I feel like the English squad can go genuinely far. I'm gonna go pull that clip. I didn't know they were gonna how I was gonna feel with the Mexico game, and I did get on the Mexico bus. But I did think that like the English, like there's certain times where you're just like teams are kind of they're long overdue for something. But I don't know. I think the English squad has what it takes to go. But I like this Norway team, man. Like it's like
the only skin I've got left now is Argentina as like my safety. My safety bet was Argentina. Because then I had Mexico and Germany, man. And after last night, I'm like, I'm out.
I didn't like any of those picks, but because Brett's the homie, we made it. But...
yeah. So I guess the last one is that before we get to guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to be talking Love Island in a couple of minutes, right? So I know Brett and Coma are really excited about this, so it's going to be awesome. Switzerland and Colombia. Where are we at? I feel like this is like the game, but could have pretty big ramifications. Coma, Switzerland, Colombia.
I love Colombia, man. They were my dark horse coming out of the group stages, and shout out to Chill Pill and R2. They had a show where we got to pick the winners of each group stage, and Colombia was the one that I chose. They're a really good team. I mean, Switzerland is also very scary, like very underrated, very under the radar. So 2 under the radar teams, I think Colombia will take it. They really don't give up goals. I think it's going to be very low scoring, actually, even though they have very talented players.
Yeah. I mean, the Swiss kind of had a really big comeback game last game, right? They were a little bit lully in group play, but great game, obviously, last game. But Colombia looks good. Moni, Colombia, Switzerland?
Colombia.
Brad?
She's not
Colombia,
biased.
I'm not biased at all.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm this game, like, I might as well be the degen at the track, and I'm going with Switzerland because I like their jerseys better. I could really care less about either team, but I like the jerseys better, so I'm going to go with them.
All right, lovely, great. All right, thanks. All right, yeah, man, it's gonna be interesting. I think I don't know for 100%, but what I'd like to do today, I was thinking about doing like a live stream, either from my account or gmPM, where I'm watching the actual game, but also my shit's delayed by like 2.5 minutes, so that probably won't be any fun. But also like just showcasing like how I trade, because I think there's a lot of education that still needs to be done, where people are like, you're gambling, and it's just like, it's not gamble. Like, it's different, right? Like, you're trading sports like you trade stock or any other or crypto or any other financial instrument, right? Like, I'm looking at these numbers and these odds, and for the first time ever, I'm able to layer in like bids and trades and buy orders, right? Stop losses, take profits, and that changes the whole dynamic. Yes, it's going off of the game, but I think like it'll help people kind of get out of this mindset of like, it's gambling, and it's just like, maybe if you see it this way, it won't. And maybe people could learn how to use either the DG3 terminal or whatever. But like, if you can find an edge, right? And you guys hear Coma say this all the time, find an edge. And for me, like, that's my edge, is like my trading experience, where it's just like, do I double down on this position? Do I dollar cost average? Where do I get in, right? That mindset, I understand. Not a lot of people have that trader mentality or that trader mindset, right? To be able to do that. So I'm thinking maybe that could be a little something that we do. So TBD. But my cracked Amazon Fire Stick live streams 2-minute delays, so that might not be good. We steal cable over here. It's Brooklyn, so sorry. Yeah.
Pay the money to watch higher streams, brother.
Listen, when you
you
get
should be watching like 12 tennis matches.
All these
at the
prediction
same time.
markets you're winning, Dave. Come on, you gotta spend this somewhere.
I know. I'm so salty about giving it back yesterday, but it's all right. We're on the come up. We're good. All right, boys. Moni. Yeah. What's up? Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Love Island. We're talking Love Island. Like, wait, first off, boys, do you even know what Love Island is? Have you watched a single episode? See it on social media?
I have to watch Love Island.
Come on, you have a wife.
Don't watch Love Island, but I've seen some TikToks from Love Island. It's pretty funny. Yeah.
I mean,
I saw that one clip where the guy is like talking to this girl with a lisp or something. He's like, "Oh, you're the perfect match for me." And then the first thing she just says is like, "I just love your body," and blah 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 blah. And I was like, "What is this show about?"
Bro, listen, and I saw a crazy statistic, Moni. I saw a crazy stat where it's just like 59 or 60% of like the viewership for Love Island is female, but 75% of the activity on Kalshi, because it's pretty dead on Polymarket, on Kalshi, which is over almost 26 or $27 million, by the way, rivaling the Oscars, I'll have you note. So this, like, they're proving the use case for this. It's men. Men are trading on, like, literally trading on on reality television, and you can find an edge here really, really easy, but we'll get into it. But Moni, I've been watching it. I see the videos Coma talks about. My girlfriend literally records me reacting to it. We got into a whole thing where I'm just like, why is this a double standard? Like, why is fucking KC being held to this? But it's must-see TV on Peacock. I love it.
It's
really love
super
it.
interesting, right? So there's also, by the way, Love Island UK, which is on the other streaming service. I forgot which one. Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Yeah.
But Coma, just so you know how big it is, the app where you can vote has 10 million users. It had 2.3 billion minutes viewed in its first 2 weeks, which is up 50% from the last season. There's viewing parties at bars, just like World Cup parties, huge, right? Each one of the, I think, contestants, when they go in or whatever you call them, their Instagram just explodes, right? I think one of the guys that was voted out, he went in with 10,000, now has more than 100,000 people following him on Instagram. Just the impact. And then these guys get careers, right? Many of the ones that have been in past seasons now do commercials, do brand deals, are Instagram influencers. I think one of the top ones from last season just was at the BET Awards. I mean, the profile that these kids get, it's huge, and just the cultural impact. That's why the prediction markets make sense.
Yeah.
Right. And
really
then
does.
Yesterday, right, like Dave was like, oh, this guy's gonna get kicked out. I'm like, wait, but somebody said it was leaked. I should have just followed Dave. That,
Moni,
this other
edge is?
couple.
Yeah, but
Right.
you know where the edge is, right? Because it's on, because like the edge here is, yes, they air, like they show live, and the one blackout day is Wednesday.
It's delayed.
But it's a day delayed, but they tell them,
Yeah.
hey, we're taking your phones or whatever. But what's happening, and I saw this, I started doing a little sleuthing, is you can tell who's following and unfollowing these accounts, right? Like, so some people will unfollow that, like they're all like buddy when they're in the villa, but then once you find yourself in like the bottom 6, and like your friends literally have to your face get behind you and be like, yeah, I think you should be eliminated. And like you get these different loops. They go to social media. It's like, fuck this guy. I'm unfollowing this one. And when they unfollow, there's that like 12 to 24 hour period where it's just like, oh shit, this one's not following this one. Is that going to have an effect on, on the poly market? But the numbers don't lie. The Oscars do 27 million. And this season is literally just for the win, just though like who's going to be the winning couple is over $7 million already. Which, yeah, granted, in comparison to sports, it's a drop in the bucket. But like this is proving use case now. Like you're going to start seeing a lot more of this. Crazy.
And by the way, there is a cash prize for the winning. I think they still do this, right? So,
100,000.
but one person wins it, and they can share it with their couple or not.
Oh yeah.
It
Wait, hold on.
just makes it even more interesting.
Do they come in as a couple, or is it all single
No.
people?
And that's part of it. They
Nobody is.
hook up, or I mean, it's totally a very interesting cultural understanding of this new generation of kids.
Bunch of hoes, man. Just a bunch of hoes.
No, it's actually fascinating, but
Yeah.
it's really
Entertainment,
interesting to
Brad.
watch.
Entertainment.
It's like
Yeah,
a telenovela, but with real people.
It really is. It really, really is.
You have so much drama. I don't agree on the double standard, but we can talk about that in another space.
Yeah. Like the gossip
Hey man, the
wise,
dudes are
like,
hoes too, man. That's fine with me. They're all.
It's really fascinating because they purposely do it to even test connections, right? They bring in bombshells. I mean, it's a fascinating.
it's a science experiment.
It is truly.
Yeah.
I think this is the 3rd season I watch, and I got hooked because my sister was like, "You totally should watch this show. It's so different from what we grew up with." I'm like, "Oh my god!"
It really is a telenovela. Like no joke. It genuinely is. Like it is that. But hold on, I'm gonna share. Let me pull this up so you guys could see what.
So
I'm
who do you
talking
think
about.
is gonna win? I know everybody says Trinity, right?
Yeah,
will
Trinity
win.
and Bryce are like the couple to win, but it's also you have to choose the individual like person. But like they started these on the first night. These guys, Coma, just so you can see, if you have a lock on this or you have a read, right? 2% is where these two started at. 2%. They're already at 79% now, and now
Oh,
there's a
see,
whole
Anaya and Carl are going up.
no,
Oh, they're going
so they were
down.
down.
Oh.
But what was surprising yesterday, these dudes were at 2%, Tierra and KC, because everybody thought that Kada, right, and Zach were going to be the ones that are going to be like, you know what, like we're good. But America votes, and then like,
But they don't like
who the bottom
Zach.
three is. Yeah, they don't like. Look,
They
Tierra
don't like
and KC
Zach
keep
and they don't
moving
like
up.
Sincere. They didn't like KC, but now I guess they do.
These are real names.
Yes.
KC,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Their
Yep.
stage name.
Sincere is the most insincere person you've ever watched on a show. He
Yeah.
lies so much.
It's
It's actually pretty funny.
When cameras are rolling, you really get to like. I mean, don't forget these guys are in their 20s, right? So it's like who like
They're so
not fully
young. I think
developed.
they should
They're
like
so
bring
young.
them in a little older because they're so young. You're like, oh my
But
god.
then they wouldn't be as hot, Monica. The bodies wouldn't be
Okay,
as sexy.
sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Obviously,
They should combine this show with Survivor and Naked and Afraid.
Yeah,
It's almost
right.
like
Yeah,
well,
like
actually, now you have spin-offs, right? They actually have Love Island games where they actually go and do different type of things. There's actually spin-offs, just so you know. It's like a whole franchise now.
Yeah. I mean, look, there's 7.5 million just on who's going to win. And then you can bet every week on who's going to get eliminated, right? And these are big, some of them are big swings. Like what happened yesterday, like this KC thing, right? Nobody liked this guy, KC, for what he did to this girl, Anaya, right? For this whole Casa Amor thing. And we'll get into that next episode. But he came back and got reamed. The whole place hated him. But you know what? When America votes, right? It's like, maybe they felt like the house went a little too hard on him. Maybe these two
No,
deserve
but
a little bit
remember
of a chance.
they made up and he apologized and like his whole brand was changed after the movie night where he apologized. So you also have to look for those cues, right? Where sentiment changes. X is really good at where you can start to see where people hated him and now they're fine. People hate Zach. They're never gonna like Zach. Zach and he was shocked, right, from the previews that he was in the bottom couples.
Yeah.
People
I don't know
they just don't like him.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen. So, like, I mean, so everybody knows, right? So, I don't like Kenzie. I think Kenzie's got to go. Like, and she's just like,
I think
she's
the
just
top
like,
three couples are going to be Trinity and Aya and the Casey couple, right? The three
Yeah.
OGs, and then the other ones are out.
yeah.
I mean, people feel sorry for Melanie, but I don't think people will put up with Sincere.
She was a heavy favorite, but they also lost a lot. Like, people started seeing they did Sincere dirty though. They did him dirty. Like, they showed every little thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that and I get it, right? Like, don't double talk, and maybe you won't get caught. Like, I get it.
But Dave, this is where I think the next season is going to have a really hard time. These kids already know that the sooner they lock in, they may win.
Yeah.
And so what happened this season is they locked in really. I mean, look at Trinity and Bryce. They didn't experiment with anything else, right? Anaya was forced to. So, and we all love Carl. KC was like Sincere, but then kind of not that bad. He never lied. He just talked bad about Anaya, but he didn't lie. And Zach, everybody thinks he's gay, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason people are like, he's not really straight. Like, what is he doing there? But he locked in with Kana right away. And so if you watch the show previous seasons, what makes it interesting is you don't lock in right away because you're trying to test your connections. And these kids think the sooner I lock in, the better chance I have to win. So I think it would be great to Tara and Casey win, because then people are going to be, okay, I don't have to lock in right away, right?
Yeah. It
would be good for the franchise.
Yeah, agreed.
But my prediction is still, I still hope Anaya and Carl make it. I'm obviously wrong. I'm always wrong, but I like them as a couple. But I think Trinity, people really like Trinity, but I actually think Casey may pull it off as the shocker. But you know, we still have a week, right?
Yeah, we're
It
gonna see
ends
what
on
happens.
Sunday.
It ends this Sunday. Yeah. So maybe we do like a gmPM Love Island special, and we'll see. But Moni, I love you for coming
Sorry.
on and chatting this
I'm
with me. Thank you. No, amazing. I know the boys got to jump. But yeah, amazing stuff, guys. This is probably our biggest turnout so far for gmPM. So shout out to everybody that came through. Thank you for the repost. Enjoy the games later today. It's going to be crazy. I might be live streaming. Coma, Bread, thank you, boys. Moni, amazing stuff. Appreciate you. Guys, we will see y'all on Wednesday. Peace.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
Check the board. Run the score. Hit his crowd roar. Poly market won't resolve for how many more hours? Wake up, phone jump. Whole day lit, Bitcoin chart green and it fake out flip. Cow she got smoke, Poly market got flames. MGM is sweating when the smart money came. Tip off, puck drop, first pitch heat. New clay court king just crowned the 3C. Parlay alive with the leg on the line. One bad tweet, got the market doing time. Everybody got tapes, we got receipts. Everybody got locks, we got the keys. Numbers don't sleep, lines don't lie. If the odds start talking, you gon' know why. Check the board. Won the score. Hit his crowd roar. Poly market won't resolve for how many more hours? Hours. Dave got the spark. Coma cut noise. Bread break bread with the sharpest boys. Feature guest weekly. New heat lands. Bread pulled up. Almanac had glands. Bucket got buckets when the shots get poured. Stitch got threads when the takes get scored. Add space? Nah, that's tools in the kit. Stacking up signal, then stitching up fit. Politics jumping, crypto got mood. Mention markets moving off somebody's fuel. Trump says one thing, timeline gets loud. Iran headline got oil in the crowd. From courtside seats to ticker tape parades. We don't chase news, we catch the shape. Game got pressure, market got nerve. Price tells the story before the curve. Who got NBA? gmPM. Who got NHL? gmPM. Who got MLB? gmPM. Who got NFL? gmPM. Crypto? gmPM. Politics? gmPM. Parlays? Receipts? gmPM. Check the board. gmPM. Run the score. gmPM. Crowd loud, odds louder. gmPM. Markets move by the hour. gmPM. Stats in the morning. gmPM. Chaos by noon. gmPM. If it moves, we move. gmPM. You know the tune. Sports markets headlines. Receipts. Dave Coma brag. gmPM.